stupid things that westernized Americans do for $16 an hour is actually very upsetting. Never mind $16 an hour, the stupid things they do for free is concerning. The level of incompetency within the workforce has given a lot of people the ability to actually just practice modern and systematic slavery on black people, always exhibiting black people to some of the lowest paid positions, always prohibiting black people to rising onto any opportunities of managerial or high executive experience. I don't think you probably couldn't even name me one black person who has been able to sustain, or should I say very few, who are capable of sustaining such levels of employment without actually experiencing that hostility, that harassment that always exists from the white community, the gossip, drama, the need to deploy all the labor that they don't want to do onto the black people has only been the reoccurring pattern that exists within the program, to where they do not actually believe in the cause and the law which concerns this action, and they take it within their own hands and their own rights and accountability to practice liberalism, to justify their freedom and their will according to their law and their structure, which is really nothing more than what comes from their systematically broken household, which has given them the idea and which has taught them through racist school books and racist media, which have all core-rooted to a date and a time in history where black people were even prohibited from reading such articulate nature, that they are within their well-grounded minds, or they have tricked themselves to thinking that they are within their well-grounded minds to scrutinize the black people who are really just trying to put food on the plate for their families. You live a very disgusting, messed up life if you're taking away from somebody's ability to provide food for their children. I don't care who you are. You deserve no respect in my eyes. I think you're seen as the piece of mud, as the rest of the world will see. And I'm going to give you this because I can actually understand the experience that happens within the workforce through practicality and through people who have actually opened up to me related to their experiences as to what these cowards do behind closed doors, behind their suits, their mask and their tie, to actually vent out their fragile ego and to practice more ways to suggest their way of living. It exists, and the issue is that for as long as it exists, there are very few programs that have actually educated black people into how to deal with this. There have been many instances where people deny unfair treatment in the workforce. But all you would need to do is just go to the practical experience of a black person, or go to the economics data, which shows the general income of black people amongst some of these jobs, and you will always see that for any black person who has achieved structure within their job will always be amongst the low percentile, not because they are incapable, but because there exists a structural system which has actually been indoctrinated on the belief that they have gained capital over black people, and this will always be a problem because this system, for as long as the racist 1800 textbooks are taught today, and were written during a time where black people and their rights were not existent in the white economy, you will find that they are, whether they are consciously aware of it or not, they are taught to labelize black people and to turn the black experience into that of the commodity, which has been indoctrinated to them through the textbooks, which give them the degree, which give them the position, and so on. And this is the sad reality that they perhaps need that experience in order to sustain their failure to actually rise up against the black people. And my overall take on this situation is that you seriously have to have something going on with you if you really believe that you have a small window, right? You could have been if you just dedicated your time towards being honest, I would probably have more respect for you if you straight up just told this person you're not good enough. But the fact that you smiled, you hired this person, and you used this person, being the black people within these positions, to undergo mass amounts of harassments, and you refuse to accommodate for that harassment, because should the black person be reporting that harassment, the medical institutions will accuse that black person of experiencing mental illness symptoms, when they are not mental illness symptoms. What they are is a result of racism, which has been scientifically proven to lead to stress, which has been scientifically proven to over time deteriorate some neurosensors within the head, which can actually lead to effective conscious decision. It's like these people know they are working collectively to cause a breakdown within the black people in order to maneuver them away from their jobs. I can prove that to you through this simple fact. The black people are always the last hired and the first fired. And that has been a fact every single time you enter into a workforce. I don't think, when was the last time you ever saw a black person with a suit and tie working on the streets of downtown, working in the corporations of downtown Manhattan? When have you ever seen a black person within the federal government? Okay. When have you ever seen a situation where such a level of leadership has been imposed? The white people are too intelligent to allow somebody who is not built of their kind to run their economy and to bring more black people in and to educate them towards taking a stake in their infrastructure. And because they know this, they have actually indoctrinated a sense of racism within the workforces, which has put many black people under pressure and under very unnecessary conditions. And for as long as this exists, you will find that the history will continue to repeat itself until black people actually understand what it means to run something unique, to develop programs that can actually raise awareness for some of these situations. And let me tell you something, if I dive into the specifics of the situations concerning me or concerning what has already been reported, let's just say this ultimate statement would be put to an immediate sense of shame.